Big 12 women's basketball on ESPN. Tonight in Cincinnati, the first matchup in nearly 30 years between the Oklahoma State Cowgirls and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Before we get this one started tonight, a quick check of the Big 12 standings. About halfway through conference play, here's where things stand. Kansas State is still perfect, 8-0, 19-1 overall. Oklahoma State middle of the pack. Cincinnati more towards the bottom at 1-5. Welcome courtside in Fifth Third Arena. So glad you're with us tonight. I'm Anthony Mazzini here alongside A.B. Stocks. Both of these teams trying for a bounce-back win. Cincinnati against West Virginia, Oklahoma State against Texas. But A.B., considering Oklahoma State did not return a single starter from an NCAA tournament team last year, it's been another really good year in Stillwater.
The Cowgirls are playing with a lot of confidence, and they should be. Standing at 4-3 in Big 12 play, neither team yet has picked up a win against one of the top teams in the Big 12. Expect Oklahoma State to put on the press and fluster the thin backcourt for Cincinnati and force turnovers. Likewise, expect Cincinnati to defend their home court. They're 6-3 at home.
I love the newcomers for the Cowgirls. Quincy Noble's the headliner coming over from North Texas.
Quincy Noble is a 5'10" ball of energy leading Oklahoma State in minutes. This three-time All-Conference USA honoree averages about 12 points and is known to score in spurts, going for 30 points against BYU.
Cincinnati is still adjusting to the rigors of Big 12 play, first year of the conference, but Reagan Jackson giving them a hope for the future.
Reagan Jackson has stepped into the point guard leadership role for the Bearcats with a consistency rare for a true freshman. She had intangible value in grit.
As we mentioned just moments ago, this is the first matchup in nearly 30 years. The last one came in 1995. An Oklahoma State victory in Houston as part of the Rice Invitational, a tournament down at Rice University. So just the second all-time meeting, and it's been a while between the Cowgirls and the Bearcats. Two similar teams in a lot of ways, AB. There's been a lot of shuffling for both of these teams. Cincinnati has had a lot of in and out. Oklahoma State has dealt with their fair share of injuries, some players leaving the program, late additions. It's been a lot of juggling, a lot of shuffling, and both teams trying to settle in the second half of Big 12 play.
Well, when you get to this point in the season, Anthony, it's sink or swim, and the players have an opportunity to rise to the occasion and come together.
Quick lob to the rim, and Malaya Williams puts that in for the first point. She was quiet last game, and Katrina Merriweather said she needs to be more aggressive at hunting her shot.
Well, speaking of rising to the occasion, what a great first play to utilize the length of Williams from the perimeter.
Cowgirl starting lineup is Noble, Ossie, Hurd, Garzone, and Gusters, and they're going to play a lot of minutes. 4 out of the 5 in the starting lineup average more than 30. Garzone is off the mark from 3, and the Bearcats let the rebound go out of bounds. Bearcats ball.
Look for Oklahoma State to balance the floor with their scoring offense and leading the way with the energy, as we highlighted, number 0.
Cincinnati lineup is the two Jacksons, Williams, Hayes, and Thomas, who gets the start today. First start in a while for Thomas after she missed 6 games with a knee procedure at the end of non-conference play.
Bearcats are happy to have Destiny Thomas back in the rotation.
Jackson on the drive, the scoop, and hits the bottom of the rim, doesn't go down. Hannah Gusters has the rebound. Lob to the rim, and Hurd has her shot deflected. Outside to Noble, and she cannot connect. All right, so 2-0 Cincinnati, AB. What are your keys for the Bearcats?
Well, Cincinnati needs to find ways to get to the free throw line. They are one of the top free throw shooting teams in the country. They can score points there at the rim.
Well, right now they're doing it from the field. Hayes with the jumper there, and you think domination at the rim for Oklahoma State is the key.
Well, Cincinnati has a nice defense, but Oklahoma State can attack off of the dribble and score points in the paint on the drive and offensive rebounds.
Little short corner floater there for Staley Hurd, the star freshman for OK State. Puts the Cowgirls on the board. Hurd is averaging more than 14 points per game, 2-time freshman of the week in the Big 12. He's a good one. High arcing 3 for Williams doesn't go, and Noble has the rebound.
Well, Malaya Williams, the best three-point shooter percentage-wise for the Bearcats.
Garzone is normally that for Oklahoma State, but by her standards, having a bit of a down year. She shot better than 40% last year. About 10 points fewer this year at 31%. Misses there again.
Your zone has a nice size, which allows her to elevate and shoot over a lot of defenders.
Ariel Jackson rattles in the jumper. So far, so good for Cincinnati.
Ariel Jackson is a player that's got an unconventional type of offensive game.
Their zone's just going to keep firing, but she is now 0 of 3 from long range.
Cincinnati can score here by attacking. Malaya Williams immediately looking to take your zone off of the dribble. We look at those two on the matchup. They're two taller guards.
This has had a good pace, a good flow to it so far. The ball is not gone out of bounds very much, and Cincinnati's capitalized on more of the offensive chances, but Oklahoma State's getting some good looks. Inside to Gusters, former McDonald's All-American, and she can't put it in.
I like this matchup right here with Destiny Thomas and Hannah Gusters inside.
There's part of getting to the free throw line. Reagan Jackson, the floater, gets fouled. J.C. Hoyt, not a happy camper so far on that Oklahoma State sideline, but what a job she's done with this program. Last year became the first coach in program history to go to the NCAA tournament in the first season as head coach. 21 wins, matched the program record for most wins in a first season.
It's always impressive when you can make the NCAA tournament. And then, as you mentioned, to make it as a first-year coach, lose your whole entire starting lineup, bring in 7 transfers, 3 freshmen, and continue to make an impact. Kudos to the coach.
Now, last year, Oklahoma State increased the win total by 12 in the first year under Coach Hoyt. 1 of 2 at the line for Reagan Jackson. And Aussie gets fouled at the other end for Oklahoma State. Katrina Merriweather, her first year as the head coach at Cincinnati. The former Bearcat played more than 100 games with Cincinnati. She replaced Michelle Clark-Hurd in the offseason, who spent 5 years with the program. And she knew this was going to be a challenge going to the Big 12. She's trying to celebrate the small things until those small things snowball into bigger things with this Bearcats program.
The Bearcats have had their ups and downs and taken their lumps through the years. But one thing the returners have instilled in them is a sense of resiliency. And Coach Merriweather is building on that resiliency. And like she said, they have a very short memory, able to bounce back quickly.
1 of 2 at the line for Aussie, who's coming off a 22-point game against Texas, the number 11 team in the country at the time. Too strong for Reagan Jackson. The long rebound is tipped away by Noble. Bird for 3. Again, Oklahoma State cannot buy a bucket there now. 0 of 5 from long range and just 1 of 8 overall in this game.
Well, Oklahoma State, not known to be an outstanding three-point shooting team, just under 33%. If they start connecting on some of these and get hot, it could go well for them.
It seems to come in bunches for both of these teams. That's off of Jenks out of bounds. For Cincinnati, it's been all or nothing at times from 3. For Oklahoma State, you mentioned just shy of 33%. But they've twice set the program record for threes this year. They hit 15 in 2 separate games. You would think you hit 15 in 2 different games, the percentage is going to be a lot higher than 33%.
Her volume, the percentages that begin to decrease. And Oklahoma State is a high-volume three-point shooting team. So they're going to score those points.
Aussie does not get the bounce. Oklahoma State 0 of its last 5 from the floor. There's Braylon Milton, who came off the bench today for Cincinnati, was in the starting lineup the majority of the year. Tries the scoop, and banks it in right around Langerman.
What a tough shot. Braylon Milton does for Cincinnati what you need from that alternate guard. She can fill in the backup point guard role, score the 3-point line, and as we see, score after that.
Been a tough year for Milton, but she gets her first shot to go today. Noble to pull up, too short. And Milton corrals the rebound.
Right now, Oklahoma State seems to be getting all of the looks they want at the rim. Cincinnati not finding a way to get in rotation and get Oklahoma State out of an offensive rhythm.
Push from behind, Reagan Jackson gets fouled, and that brings us to our first break of the night. Braylon Milton with the trickery. The scoop, and the score. Bearcats by 6.
each other and to experts across the globe. It's in our care.
Resilient, curious. We show up ready to work, to play, to grow. And while a lot's changed in our 200 years, there is one defining trait that unites us all. Bearcats go big. Big discoveries, big dreams, big impact, big leaps for mankind, big miracles. And when we reach the summit, we fix our gaze on new heights. We never stop. That's just who we are. Bearcats go big.
Cincinnati up over Oklahoma State 9-3, 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Oklahoma State right now, if they could make a couple more of their shots, it would be a totally different game. 1 of 10 overall, 0 of 5 from 3, AB. And you made a good point. We talked about it a little bit before that media timeout. Oklahoma State, high volume three-point shooting team. Not the best percentage, but they shoot a lot, and that helps them win a lot of games.
On the season, Cincinnati has shot 281 threes. Oklahoma State, 420, almost 143 point attempts more than the Bearcats. That's that high volume play.
Oklahoma State can certainly light it up from 3. Cincinnati, that has not been a strength of theirs this season, evidenced by the missed 3 there by Milton. Cincinnati, last in the Big 12, just 27% from long range this season. They've had a couple of games where it seems like they can't miss, but for the most part, it has not been a strength for the Bearcats this year.
Cincinnati has the ability to dominate inside at the rim. They're tall, they're long, and they are very, very strong.
Aussie off the mark there. He's from Estonia. Came over from Arizona a couple of years ago, soon to be Big 12 team. Dumped down to Craig. Working on Egarepa, and gets it over her, but does not go down.
That's a nice move by Craig, and a brilliant play by Coach Merriweather out of the timeout to go right inside.
There's Langerman, 15 to shoot. Down low to Egarepa, now Hurd for 3. Yes, they finally get one to go.
Another freshman on the court who's just poised and plays with such confidence.
More than 14 points per game. She's on pace to break the program points per game record by a freshman in Oklahoma State history. A mark that has stood since the mid-'80s. Isaiah Jenks on the drive, pulls up, and gets the bounce.
TT James for Cincinnati. She started the season a little cold, but has really come on strong and showing how her leadership is impacting the Bearcats.
Trina Merriweather talked a lot about Isaiah Jenks, a player that earned minutes over the first part of non-conference play into conference play, and then started to slump a little bit once she became that first guard off the bench, and they're hoping to get her back on track now in the middle part of conference play.
So here on the offensive rebound attempt, you see bringing the ball down the court, down below your waist, below your shoulders, allows the defense to get their hands in and tie that up. Ariel Jackson for Cincinnati with the tie-up.
The offensive rebound is certainly going to be pleasing for Jason Hoyt, the head coach for Oklahoma State. He feels the post players have not done their job lately. Hurd's doing her job from 30, another triple.
Post play inside game tonight is going to be big for both teams.
Good move by Thomas, everything but the finish. Player that doesn't necessarily seek to score all that often, but very talented on the block.
Anthony, you mentioned the impact of the post play for Oklahoma State. This is where Destiny Thomas from Cincinnati can provide that solid defensive presence.
Good defense on the Tilfer inside, knocking it off of Noble. But Hurd starting to heat up. Uncontested 3.
Staley Hurd leading a Big 12 team in scoring as a freshman. Just very impressive. And I like this matchup right here too, Anthony, with Noble guarding Reagan Jackson, picking up full court, trying to keep pressure on Cincinnati's freshmen all game.
Yeah, it's like 2 Energizer bunnies, except one is 4 years older than the other.
A lot of wisdom gained in those 4 years.
Williams heaves. Might have been deflected there by Garzon. It's off the mark. Oklahoma State a chance to tie or take the lead, but they throw it away.
Well, Aussie has her head up, and she's always looking as Oklahoma State likes to go in transition. And the usual, typical Energizer Bunny for the Cowgirls, just not quite there in time as Noble wasn't down to the field.
Aussie top 10 in the conference in assists per game. Best of looks there. Cincinnati a chance to add on to the lead. We mentioned earlier this team has a very short memory. They were shut out in the first quarter against West Virginia. Last game off to a much better start today against OK State. Jackson fires. Williams the offensive rebound. Another try for Thomas, and she's fouled. So that is a perfect example there for Cincinnati. They're extremely good on the offensive glass, and they're extremely good at the line.
Well, as we just saw in this one possession, Cincinnati had a few good looks, but just not able to connect. And this is reminiscent of that first quarter against West Virginia where the Bearcats had opportunities, but the ball just did not bounce into the rim.
Well, this is what we were just talking about. Cincinnati 15th in the country, about 16 free throws made per game. And they are top 25 in the country in offensive rebounds. And those numbers have gone down a little bit as conference play has started, naturally with some bigger and better competition, but still holding strong in the top 25 in both.
That speaks to the resiliency, the toughness, and just the mental fortitude of Cincinnati Bearcats under the leadership of Coach Merriweather.
1 of 2 at the line for Destiny Thomas. Imagine how different those numbers would be if Thomas and Craig were both available for large parts of the season. They've missed a combined 16 games. Good intercept by Hayes, but she could not tiptoe the end line.
Anthony, this play is a perfect example of what you just mentioned. Because Craig and Thomas are available for Cincinnati, Malaya Williams and Jillian Hayes can play their more appropriate position. And defensively, Jill Hayes needs to be using her athleticism to disrupt plays from the perimeter instead of being forced to guard the other team's center.
Long skip for Langerman. That shot doesn't go. Cincinnati a chance, if they want, to hold for the final shot.
Reagan Jackson with her head up, looking to make a play, but the length of Quincy Noble is just all over her, and this is why Quincy Noble impacts the Cowgirls in both offense and defense.
Right now they're having a staring competition. Noble forces her to give it up. It's in the hands of Hayes. Good spin, falling away. Wild shot at the end of it. And the time runs out in the first.